Trapmore gang, there are some absolutely wild rumors going around about Pooh Shiesty. Now, we heard a day or so ago, I talked about it on this channel, that there was a rumor going around that Pooh Shiesty had been arrested, he'd been sent back to jail, he didn't pass go, he didn't collect $200. They was saying that big Pooh Shiesty might have got in some trouble. Then everybody said, no, it's all good. Ain't no trouble with Pooh Shiesty. He's all good. He's not in trouble. He didn't get arrested. Now, some people thought that was cap and damage control. Some people thought maybe this was all just a little bit of promo. But now we're hearing some absolutely insane rumors going around Reddit and beyond. They're saying word on the streets is Yo Gotti took Pooh Shiesty from Gucci Mane, and word in the streets is Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane for his wedding ring and watch and made him sign out the deal that he had with him. You heard it here first. Now, this has been going around a bunch of places. Some people are saying Abraham Lincoln level of cap. For real, no way this happened. It's almost rage bait. Sounds like some shit you got from ChatGPT. They're saying Hernandez Govan, my guy, I might call him. I'm going to give Hernandez Govan a call at the end of this video, perhaps, all right? And we're going to hear what he has to say. But this story has been flying around everywhere, okay? And they're saying word on the streets, Yo Gotti took Pooh Shiesty from Gucci. Word in the streets, he robbed him for his wedding ring. That's what's going on around, okay? This news is going absolutely everywhere. And we really don't know how true it is at this stage. And we're going to try and get to the bottom of it. People saying, I'd drop Shiesty too if you're talking about Yo Gotti in FDO. Ain't no loyalty. So Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti have had a little beef from way back. This is Gotti, a Memphis legend. The whole city know that at one point in time, even Dolph fans was Gotti fans. Even Gucci F with a dude, and they got tapes, and everybody just fell out. People saying, as he should, Gotti smashed his wife back in the day, and Gucci always been good with Dolph. Gotti and Juk was jealous of dude, and they made multiple attempts on his life till they got him. F them. Now, people saying Pooh Shiesty definitely not rocking with Gucci Mane. He not wearing no 1017 stuff no more, and it's nowhere on his page. And Gotti been posting Pooh, and Gucci isn't. And Pooh did not shout out WAP on FDO, but he shouted out Gotti, knowing that Gucci and Gotti had a slick beef. As far as taking the wedding ring, that sounds like cap. They're saying Pooh Shiesty did a song with Glorilla, and Glorilla is from Memphis and Gotti's artist. It's promo, and Pooh already shouted out Gucci in an interview, but he also said he wouldn't sign with Dolph or Gotti, and that line about Gotti and FDO wasn't a shout out. You're making stuff up. People that really think that was a shout out to Gotti and FDO is goofy. So here's the lyric, right? It basically, he says, I ain't choose rap, it chose me. My name held too much weight. Type of influence where I'm from, got Yo Gotti toting a Drake. So some people feel like maybe that was a shout out, maybe it was a diss. He was basically saying legends in his city are hyped or influenced by him. You could argue that it's almost a bit of a sneak diss where he's talking about, I got so much influence, I had Yo Gotti, he needed his gun because I had so much influence, I had people scared. But basically, the fact that he's supposedly signed to Gucci, ain't no Gucci Mane shout out in this, all right? A little Yo Gotti mentioning that. A lot of people are thinking maybe that's part of it. Now, this has been going around everywhere. Okay, even the Gucci Mane subreddit is talking about it. It says, I heard Gucci Mane got robbed by some rolling 60s who was functioning with Pooh Shiesty last night after Gucci refused to release Shiesty from 1017. People saying they call cap, all right? They saying it's all cap. I done robbed dudes, I done got robbed, I done sold soft, I done sold hard, I done got away and done got caught. So if I'm crazy, then it ain't my fault. Right, some throwback lyrics. So everybody's saying it's cap, everybody's saying you heard wrong, all right? Everybody's saying it's cap. But on the very same day as these rumors came about, Hernandez Govan, the man, Mr. Beat the Murder, all right? He was accused of masterminding the Yo Gotti, not the Yo Gotti, of course, the Young Dolph hit with connections to Yo Gotti's brother Big Juk, but he was acquitted, all right? The glove didn't fit. They must have quit. He basically didn't go down for that situation. But on the same day as these rumors, he basically came out with some pretty wild claims of his own. So here's what he said.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, man, but, no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you went and signed 100 from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he your wife. Then you dropped him, little and killed Pooh, and not got it and took Pooh Shiesty from you. How I feel to have a Memphis man take your wife and your #1 artist? You gotta tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy you were doing. Signing 100 Memphis, Tennessee, you ain't never heard mixtape. Just signing and antagonizing. And you know we know about the other little just happened too. Yeah, we're gonna run that later on, though, Gucci. Real shiesty around here, I see.
So he's basically saying, he's basically stamping it, all right, the Gucci's wife, Keyshia, how do I say her name? Keyshia Ka'oir, Keyshia K, we're going to call her, Keyshia K. Basically, that's what Hernandez Govan saying, that she used to mess with Yo Gotti back in the day. Now, that's a pretty wild allegation, all right, and he's hinting towards this whole wedding ring robbery thing going on, all right? We don't have absolute confirmation that that's the case, but let's basically just go back, all right, and remind ourselves what happened last time somebody tried to rob Gucci after Young Jeezy famously put a bounty on his chain, and Gucci Mane ended up catching a legal body.
5 men, 3 of which were dressed in all black, stormed in the apartment surrounding Gucci and his companion. They were able to enter when the female companion conveniently opened up the door.
One of them had green tape. One of them had a weapon. One of them had brass knuckles and hit him with brass knuckles. It hit him real hard, had him wrapped up. And the other guy had a weapon, hit one of the other guys with a weapon.
Gucci would be punched with the brass knuckles while his female companion would receive a blow with the back of the firearm. At this point, Pooh and his affiliates' plan seemed to be going well, but in a split second, the tables turned. They underestimated the human nature to want to survive, and in a moment when one of the assailants allegedly shouted, "Shoot him," or something to that extent, Gucci Mane decided to protect his life.
It became a situation where he defended himself. Somebody yelled, one of the other 5 guys yelled, "Shoot him," something to that effect. He grabbed a gun that was nearby and he started the open fire to defend himself.
Talking to reporters, Sheeb said witnesses heard a scuffle and gunshots and saw the men fleeing the apartment, with one asking another, "Are you hit?" Further, the witness claimed the assailant, which was shot, walked their way and ran into the woods, while the others ran in the opposite direction and left in the truck. Gucci's lawyer, Sheeb, made it aware that Gucci would also get into his vehicle and went the opposite way of the man who was shot. The landlord of the apartment stated that from his perspective, it looked like a robbery.
So, look, all right, I know that was a little bit melodramatic, but basically last time they tried to rob Gucci, somebody ended up in the sky. All right, no disrespect, rest in peace to Pookie Loke, but that is what happened. Everybody knows it. But now they're saying Pooh Shiesty had some rolling 60 crips, staying Gucci Mane, not just for his wedding ring, but also for his contract. They really got Suge Knight on him, apparently, okay? They hit him with a vanilla ice. Now, Gucci Mane's a dangerous man, so that's not someone who you'd want to do this with, but it's important to note, okay, that rumors of Pooh Shiesty and Gucci having a beef in general has come from pretty unreliable sources. Check this out.
It looked like Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane beefing. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane beefing.
They calling him Pooh Shiesty, all right? So this is the type of stuff that's going around. Can you really believe this type of thing?
Because Gucci Mane released a new label, 1017 Millionaires, while Pooh Shiesty locked up. Pooh Shiesty declined it because he's super famous and the biggest artist out right now. Plus, while Pooh Shiesty locked up, Gucci Mane dropped him from 1017 on a random Instagram post and wasn't pushing his name out there while he was locked up.
So they're saying, you know, these are like, who's saying there's got to be a comedy skit. Now, Pooh Shiesty, okay, he was a great prospect for Gucci Mane, so it doesn't really make sense that he would want to drop him. If anything, I think what's more likely is that Pooh Shiesty actually is really just looking to get the most out of his career because he knows he's the hottest. He was the top rapper on Billboard last week, all right? Nobody had a higher position than him on Billboard last week as a rapper, okay? I think he's been overtaken now by Lil Uzi Vert. Shout out to him. But basically, just last month, okay, fans were already debating the stability of Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty's relationship. People saying, does Pooh still F with Gucci Mane? He hasn't been around him since he came home, and he mentioned Yo Gotti in the new FDO song. What do y'all think? But wait a minute, all right? Before we get into this, okay, my man Hernandez Govan is actually calling me right now live on the line, so I'm going to answer this and get you involved. Yo, Quet, you with me?
Yo, what up, bro? What up, bro?
Hey, I'm recording this for a video. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah, it's all good. I ain't doing no trip.
All right, so what's going on, man, is like, I'm just catching up with all of this news. They talking about Pooh Shiesty got robbed. They talking about his wife was messing with Yo Gotti back in the day. Is this shit true? Because this is sounding like, this stuff's sounding crazy.
Well, you just kind of think you was moving a little too fast. You said Pooh Shiesty got robbed. You meant to say Gucci, though.
Yeah, Gucci. Bro, like, I was just talking in a video about this. Hey, I remember what happened last time some fools tried to rob Gucci. It didn't go too well.
Yeah. But that was back when L was painted the Cadillac paint. That was a long time ago. And I ain't necessarily confirming nothing as it relates to any robberies or anything like that, you know, because you know, I'm sure me or you don't want to say anything that could potentially, you know, get somebody, you know, arrested or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You feel me on that?
That's for sure. I feel like just the crazy thing is that, you know, a lot of people, when this news first came out, okay, I feel like people were saying this is cap, ain't no way this is true. But then now everybody's going back and looking at that FDO song. They're saying, hang on a minute, why is Pooh Shiesty shouting out Yo Gotti on the First Day Out song, but he ain't shouting out his CEO, Gucci Mane? Like, what? People are thinking, okay, this making sense now.
It's just, you know, it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You know, they be like on the outside looking in, Trap, man, you know, and, you know, they be out of the loop. And, you know, like you just said, you just made a great point. You know, Pooh ain't fucking with Gucci Mane because of how he carried Big Scarr when Big Scarr, you know, when Big Scarr died. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, he was, instead of being focused on paying for the funeral, you asking for them cheap ass 1017 chains back. You know, not the discard chains, because, you know, I'm saying cheap to Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You know, you supposed to be worth a few $100 million. You know what I'm saying? So you worried about some little change? You let that man family have them change. You know what I'm saying? You know, he earned it. So, you know, and Pooh. You know, Pooh and that was Pooh little cousin, you know what I'm saying? So Pooh took that to heart, and you know, so ain't no way he was coming home. Pooh wasn't finna go against his family for Gucci, you know what I'm saying? So that's how everything played out.
Damn, man. Yeah, no, I was a huge fan of Big Scar's music, but I didn't know that things went left behind the scenes. There's been people saying over the years that, like, Gucci Mane's 1017 label is cursed because it's just like every artist that signs to it, damn near, they pass away, their career goes left, they fall out with Gucci. Like, is this another one of those?
I ain't gonna say it's a curse, man. I just think, you know, it just come from him. You know what I'm saying? You know, just the type of person he is. You know him. He just had a sucker attack when Scarr died. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know if it was me, I wouldn't have been asking for no change back. My main concern would have been, you know, putting Scarr in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and getting his family situated, whatever they needed. You know, but as far as all the other artists, you know, he dropped a lot of artists from Memphis. He signed a lot of niggas, then he dropped them. You know, and I think all of that play a part with him having the mental episodes that he been having, and you know, over the recent months and years or whatever. So I think it's really over with for 1017 if you want to be know the truth. I mean, because you know he got a power of attorney, Trap. You know, and that's Keyshia Ka'oir. She basically his caretaker. What street nigga you know want to go sign to a label where everything got to go through a woman?
Damn, I never thought about it that way. That's crazy. But then we're hearing rumors that she used to mess with Yo Gotti back in the day. Like, they used to date, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, that ain't no rumor right there, Trap. That's now I confirm that. You know what I'm saying? That's factual right there. You know, Gotti even confirmed it himself. You know what I'm saying, on the Breakfast Club. You know, years ago. You know, so he just didn't know. Gotti just didn't know at the time that Gucci felt like how he did about Keyshia. You know what I'm saying? So you know, because Gucci never, and to be honest, Gucci never told Yo about Keyshia. It was Keyshia. She kept it G. She the one told Gotti, hey, you know, I used to mess with Gucci. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, it was dead on that. That's how they played out.
So is it official? Is Pooh Shiesty CMG now, or are we waiting to find out more about that?
He ain't CMG just yet. You know, from that, I got credible sources to say, you know, they in the kitchen cooking it up. You know, say he should be CMG pretty soon.
Man, that's gonna be crazy. I feel
but one thing I can guarantee for the million of Gucci Mane fans and all the people that's been trolling me, I bet my social security number that you will never see Gucci Mane or Pooh Shiesty standing next to each other again, on a picture again, never on a song again. That shit'll never happen.
Damn, man, that's crazy. So that's stamped.
And if you ever see it again, man, go get Popeye, man. Tell him to hit me in my motherfucking mouth, man.
Man, that's crazy. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in, man. I've got your channel up on the screen right now. I'm telling everybody to go and subscribe. Bet with Quet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm finna get ready to drop too. I'm finna get ready to drop in about 30 minutes. I can just cook one up, so I'm finna get ready to drop.
All right, bet. So everybody, you heard it here, man. When you finish this video, go tap him with Quet, see what he got to say. He got all the exclusives. I appreciate you, man. I'm going to hit you up soon. We'll catch up properly offline, yeah? I appreciate you.
Okay, bet. I'll holler at you, Trap.
Take care, man. Bye. look, man, look. He's saying it's all true. Now, I'm still like a little bit skeptical. I'm like, how can this actually be the case? Okay, but that man is tapped in on a different level when it comes to this Memphis politics stuff, all right? If he talking about Pooh Shiesty about to be with CMG, hey, I feel like he knows what's going on with CMG. But look, okay, catch up with Quet's video. He's about to update you guys on this, okay? But back to what we were just talking about. They were saying on Memphis 10, which is another Memphis street subreddit, all right? They're saying, does Pooh still rock with Gucci Mane? This is 18 days ago. This is just 3 weeks ago. They're saying he ain't been around him since he came home, and he mentioned Yo Gotti in his new song. What do you think? And people will be saying he mentioned Yo Gotti because the song is a tribute to Memphis. He also mentioned Lamar Street. FDO is still released under 1017. People are saying he still rocks with Gucci. He said so in a couple interviews. He said Gucci, one of the few that held it down while everyone else flipped, died, or got locked up. They're saying he shouted Gucci out in the XXL interview. But, and this is what Hernandez Govan just told us, man. He said probably feels a certain way about how WAP handled Scarr death and the chain situation. People saying, I would, that's my family. What say he wouldn't do the same to me if he can't feed off of me? He says if the chain was property of 1017, then they should have did the honest thing and returned it. I don't like how his family acted like idiots and put it on the internet for everyone to see, who ain't even surprised that it went down like that. It says his cousin died and they paid for the funeral, but got the chains back because Quez and Tim was on some tough shit. Shiesty probably feels some type of way, but then again, on $1 million worth of game, he was like he forever loved Gucci, and was checking up on him in the feds. He talked about him in his XXL interview too. He made it seem like they're still on good terms, but his name is Shiesty, all right? You know he's Shiesty. You know nobody's more Shiesty than him, all right? Hypothetically, even if Shiesty didn't F with him, Gucci and Atlantic ain't no dumbasses. He finished in that contract for however many album it was, but he likely already recouped his advance and all the money they put into him off Back in Blood alone, so he'd just have to push however many projects he has left in his terms. Apparently, Pooh's still cool with Gucci, but you a fool if you think you don't respect Yo Gotti as an OG from Memphis. He said he thought about signing with Gotti and Dolph, but ultimately decided to sign with neither since they had beef. He ain't want to be a part of that. He'd been told that story, but now Young Dolph ain't here no more. So just some more backstory on this chain situation, right? This is Big Scar's brother got on Instagram Live and said that Gucci Mane promised to pay for Big Scar's funeral and then ghosted his family and didn't pay for the funeral. He also said that Gucci Mane asked for Big Scar's 1017 chains back as well. And so these were posts going around on X, basically, just, purporting that same info. I think this is actually a clip.
To see if you gonna pay for the funeral, you blocked them. That's not real, cuz. On God, that's not real. You ain't straight. You ain't straight. That's them folk. Come on now, cuz. You plucked. On God, that ain't straight, cuz. You on here trying to act all real. You post the Scarr talking about some long live him, bro. You ain't do nothing, cuz. On God. And you ain't getting them chains, cuz. You can't get them chains. There's no way you can get them chains. It ain't no way that's happening. Come on now, fool. You tripping, cuz. Thought we just gonna let that go, cuz? No, it's over. You played. And we don't need your money, nigga. We don't need your money to pay for his funeral, nigga. He was gonna get buried. Either way, it's just a point that you supposed to be his CEO and you supposed to be this, and that, and you don't lie like that, cuz. How do you even feel real with yourself? It ain't straight, cuz. You shouldn't even feel straight with yourself. On God, you shouldn't, cuz. I ain't nothing with you, cuz. Then I hope you ain't talking about give you the chain because you think we finna use them to a cool video. No, man, we ain't finna know. We don't want to be a part of nothing like that. Come on now, bro. That wasn't right, bro. On God, that wasn't right. You ain't straight, cuz. You got on the internet. Bro, when they text you and ask you about Scarr funeral, cuz, you told them folks that Keyshia birthday coming up. Y'all rich. Y'all can celebrate her birthday any day. Come on now, cuz. You playing with my brother like he just dead. Like, come on now, cuz. You playing what, bro? My brother just ain't no nigga you can. Nah, bro, my brother mean something to us, nigga. What you mean? This ain't that and you not getting them chains, bro.
So you say you not getting them chains?
I thought Gucci was rich too. Fooled all us. Yeah, ain't about no nigga being rich. It's not about no money. It's not none of it. It's about your respect, bro. You disrespected Pop now by lying like you gonna pay for the funeral and knowing you wasn't, cause you went ghost the next day. Like, what was that? What you telling free lies for? Like, what? Nobody asked you for that, bro. Oh God, everybody gotta know what you want.
So basically, that's what it is, man. And now we got another article here from Yahoo News. It says Big Scarr's father actually defended Gucci Mane in the wake of the expenses scandal. So this was after Quez Ruthless, a close friend of Scarr, and his sister Alexandra Woods came out to basically say that Gucci was ghosting the family. All right. Basically, they criticized Gucci over the weekend for promising to cover it. Obviously, we've already covered this. But basically, this was also Alexandra Woods basically saying he not getting them chains back on my mama. Before anyone get to speaking on some stuff they don't know about, yes, he asked for the chains back, and no, he's not getting them. Not getting them hoes back. My brother earned this shit. My brother mean everything to us, and for him to do him like that is low down as F. He said he couldn't pay for the funeral because his wife's birthday coming up. Dude, you a millionaire. Gucci, you a bitch. Gotta get it back in blood. Right? And they're saying Gucci Mane's wife provides proof that Gucci did pay $10,000 for his artist Big Scarr's funeral after reports were saying he didn't pay a single dollar. NJ Ford Funerals. There you go. He paid $10K. All right. Was that enough? Maybe that wasn't enough. She also updated that they had sent flowers but hadn't been thanked. A whole 1017 flower arrangement that was apparently provided. So we got to give a little bit of defense for Gucci right now, okay? 5-foot tall flowers for the funeral was provided, all right? And so basically, Big Scarr's sister would respond after these receipts were put out there. Let's see what she said. Where? Did she not say nothing? Oh, here we go.
About obituaries and flowers, boo. This ain't here with no obituaries and flowers, boo. 10K ain't. My brother was way more worth, baby. My brother worth more than 10K.
You getting a bit crazy now.
Yeah, Gucci's son 10,000, and it was somebody else on another 10. So it was 20,000 in all. And we didn't get the flowers. I don't give a what nobody say. He need to get in the field about my brother. Like, the money don't even matter. You asking for the trains back. But anyway, the funeral will get paid for regardless. That little ass money, that's why we say he ain't help us.
I'm not gonna lie, you lose me when you're talking about, oh, he ain't help us, then he spent 10K and 10K is not enough. Now you coming off across entitled.
I'm about that BMW posting receipts, none of this. Yeah, he sent 10,000.
So he did send 10,000, right? And apparently Big Scarr's father would actually thank Gucci Mane and Atlantic for basically sending the $10,000. He said, first of all, I send shout-outs to Atlantic Records, man. They gave my son a big boy chance. Gucci, I've got to send shout-outs to him too. He might not like it, but I got to give my boy what he did, man. He gave my son a major chance, man. I can't let you throw dude under the bus like that. Come on now. The truth is the truth. I gave nobody permission to do that. All right. So it is a complicated situation. All right. And basically, this has been going around for quite some time. This was the start of 2023. Big Scarr's been dead for a few years now. Rest in peace to him. But basically over here, Gucci's wife posted the receipts, literally posted the receipts. They're saying it's foul to claim he didn't pay when he did. That's weird clout chasing stuff. They're saying his sister is the whole reason he's even asking for the chain back. So basically, they're saying this entitled ass sister, her basically lying about the situation. That's why Gucci said he wants the chain back, right? The family caught up in Scarr not blowing up, or him blowing up and not ready to let it go. They probably didn't realize labels loan these chains out. It's not payment or just Gucci gifting something to a friend. It still is his property. He can probably sue if he doesn't want to go the back in blood route that Scarr's sister was calling for. Keyshia responded on Instagram showing the receipts that they twice sent 10K on the 30th of December and the 2nd of January. They're lying for clout. They probably wish Gucci would have given them the money directly so they could have made the bag off of it. Hey, that could be the way. Basically, why the F would Gucci send money to his bum-ass friends when he can pay that shit himself? Bum-ass dudes are mad they couldn't steal something off the funeral money and that's it. Clown-ass kids these days will say anything on the net for some little clout. It is sad. They're saying Gucci is fully cursed when it comes to his signees. People saying it's always that. Sorry, people always say this, but it's just the type of people he signs. Think of all the people who left 1017 or who he tried to sign but didn't. Young Thug and Hood Rich Pablo Juan left 1017 and got RICO charges. He wanted to sign Ola Runt, Young Dolph, etc. All went to prison and got killed. KO 2 times, who he just signed, already charged with and beat a murder. It feels like it's the type of people he signs. Even Big Scarr himself was recovering from being shot when Gucci signed him. In his first videos after signing with Gucci, you can see him with his arm and arm and body all bandaged under a shirt. Excuse me. Basically, it sounds like a decent amount of cap in there, okay? It's a decent amount of cap, I actually think. Actually, on the one hand, right, they're saying, now they got you. This is the price list for the funeral home. $9,000 is the best package, right? Let's see these packages. Where are these packages? Where are these packages? Let's see the price list. Let's see the price list. You see that price list? Where the best one? 6,000, 7,000. They be doing them for 4,000. So he sent more than the best packages, which that's the bronze package. All right, the silver package, $10,000. Merched it, all right? And the gold package ain't even much more. The gold package only like $700 more. Platinum package is 11,000. So y'all could have thrown in an extra 1 rack, all right? Y'all could have thrown in an extra 1 rack. He threw up 10 bags. You can do an immediate burial for 10,000. $10,000 damn near gets you anything on the menu. All right, so I'm gonna have to call a little bit of cap on that. We're gonna have to call a little bit of cap on that. Could have got the silver package stamped, whole silver package with just a little sales tax. That's it. All right, literally $10,000. If y'all can find it in your heart to pay the taxes, all right, Gucci Mane paid for the whole shit. I feel like that's actually generous. So I do feel like Gucci is actually being done dirty in this situation a little bit. Now, what is interesting, okay, is basically since Pooh Shiesty was released from jail, okay, he basically has been, you know, doing his thing, navigating this newfound rise to fame, all right? But basically, okay, let me pull this up. Pooh Shiesty revealed in an interview that Yo Gotti, all right, Gucci's longtime rival, was actually one of the few people who reached out to him behind bars, and clearly this meant something to him, and maybe this is why he wants to go and sign with him.
I never knew for sure that I had a second chance, but I always kept faith once again, like, and I always told myself, like, you making it home, like you getting back to your people and your mama to where it counted. So I never got like caught up in politics or whatever, like, you know, everyday jail antics. I never really got caught up in it. I stayed focused, kept writing my music, stayed on the bigger picture. A lot of rappers that supported me and, you know, tapped in during them hard times. You got Lil Baby, you know, he wasn't missing a beat. Dirt, free Dirt, Dirt wasn't missing a beat, you know, whatever it is he got to do. Call my people, whatever, you know. 4-2 Dub, Yo Gotti reached out, Gucci, of course, Dun Trippin' Starlito.
So he mentioned Gotti and Gucci in the same breath. That was very interesting, right? And interestingly enough, since Pooh Shiesty's release, Yo Gotti has actually been showing public support for Shiesty on social media too.
Shiesty motherfucker, man. Y'all niggas y'all don't know what a nigga in, huh?
He in the UK, man. I saw Yo Gotti in the UK having a good time, man. He in that rainy. He getting that. There's some real UK shit right there.
It's inside the car, Jack. Skip the commercial, man. We're gonna go straight to Shiesty, man. Cheap ass YouTube.
Okay, he might be in Paris, France. He in Paris, France. I'm a dummy. But he was in the UK.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Nigga, my motherfucking... My post will be down in 10 seconds, nigga. FBO, come on, man. Come on, go get the Shiesty, man.
So Yo Gotti's posting Pooh Shiesty's video. He in the back of the extended Beamer in Paris. So Yo Gotti's showing love, all right? Now, interestingly enough, all the way back in 2010, before they had their fallout, Gucci Mane actually had love for Yo Gotti back in the day. Check this out.
Zoe say when Madame is panicking. They got scared. Somebody scared them down. They had them down, supposed to do that, supposed to dance, man. They supposed to shake.
So you got Yo Gotti up in there.
Yeah.
Looks like you be fucking Yo Gotti kind of hard right there. How y'all niggas link up?
I met him. I think we met downtown at Upstairs Studio. Just made 2 hard ass songs with my first CD, Chicken Talk, and just a real nigga, just like Shouter. Like I don't fuck with a lot of niggas in the game, but you know a real nigga when you be around one. You know what I mean? And shit, just chemistry. Now, I mean, we make good music, and the street deserve to hear that. It's just that serious when we make that music. Them folks want to hear that shit that bad. Because it be true talk. You can tell by a nigga tone of voice when he talking the truth. And then even if he talking the truth, he still might not be creative enough to make a song where you want to hear it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors in there.
So back in 2012, okay, this relationship went left. So Gucci Mane's, behind the scenes showing love to Yo Gotti. Back in 2010, within a few years, Gucci was basically ending up in a little rivalry with Yo Gotti over a really silly reason. It was all over a simple mixtape release date conflict, okay? That's why they started beefing.
And they're gonna think that you're talking crap about Gotti and these other cats. And when
I said Gotti was cool until he turned into a buster.
Right.
So I wasn't saying that we wasn't even cool. I said we was cool until this point right here.
Right. But that's my point.
So what actually happened at that point that you felt like that about Gotti?
My main problem with him was they dropped this mixtape on 1017 and tried to like ride my wave. You know what I'm saying? Like he was an artist of mine and we get some kind of money together. So I just felt like, for our artists to drop their mixtape on 1017, you know what I'm saying? Which is my label on the day that I drop all my label they drop their mixtape on 1017. Why would you drop it if you ain't on 1017? And when I call you as my partner to ask you why you did, you say, oh, I didn't know you were dropping the mixtape. Now the whole world know I'm dropping this mixtape. I'm promoting this mixtape. Both me and you on the top of World Star. You with a freestyle and me with a video. But you say you're unaware that this mixtape gonna come. And I got a battle that says come out 1017. So it just
So Gucci Mane's low-key in an episode. This is some real main character syndrome shit. You don't own that date, all right? Yeah, your label's called 1017, all right? But bruh, people can release music on the same date, okay? And Gucci Mane, he kind of in the wrong for this. I'll keep it real. He kind of in the wrong for this. But Yo Gotti would basically allege that these issues were actually related to a situation involving a woman, okay? These Memphis dudes be falling out over females too much.
I hit homes up, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, when you consider somebody a partner, to me, that's the way I hit him up, like, what's up with you, home? He like, what you mean, what's up? He didn't even speak about what he tweeted. He was like, oh, man, you put G's and Tip on the Rags remix. G's tried to kill me. Man, you and Holmes been in the same city 28 years and you just not realizing that.
Then he went to jail and you started dating Keyshia Ka'oir.
Nah, then they were like, to me, I still felt like he was cool because like, then he got on the radio and said something. That's when they were like, okay, home crossed that line. Like it's, you know what I mean? It'll never be like we cool no more.
Now I'm gonna go bang his girl.
I had already done that.
Oh, okay. So you banged your partner's girl?
Damn, guy. You ain't my friend, man.
I ain't know, like, you in love and all that.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm thinking it ain't nothing like where they about to get married or nothing like that. Like,
okay, that's a little bit awkward, but at the end of the day, I feel like guys need to just, they need to get over this thing, man. Chicks be having past. It's not a big deal. Just because Yo Gotti got up in them guts one time, that don't really matter, okay? She a real one. She holding you down, all right? I don't know who's holding Yo Gotti down right now. But, okay, during an interview on No Jumper, Hernandez Govan would elaborate on the dynamics of Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane's ongoing friction and basically explain why they really don't like each other. And shout
There's a lot of rumors or stories being told about Gotti pulling up at Gucci's house with a gun and shit like that.
I don't think that's true. I think when they had the issue back in the day about when Gucci had the issue when Gotti was supposed to drop on 1017.
Okay, yeah.
And they had a show coming up soon, right after Gucci went on the radio or whatever it was and had his rant. And so from what I was told, Gucci didn't show up to that show because it supposed to have been like immediate smoke after that. And he didn't show up or whatever. But yeah, so if he didn't squash his beef with Yo like he did everybody else, I think it's more so about the girl, his wife. And no disrespect to her, but would you be willing to squash some beef with somebody who had sex with your wife? Maybe while you was in prison, I don't know.
He asking the wrong person. He asking the wrong person, bro. Would you be willing to squash some beef with someone that slept with your wife, bro? Big 22 still don't give a fuck.
Or when it was or whatever.
Oh, Lord.
It's supposed to be your friend.
Especially it's like if there's...
So like Adam probably could do that, but not everybody could do that. I feel like I could do that. Adam could do that, but you know what I'm saying? Yo Gotti and all that East Atlanta bravado, you might not be able to let that one go. You might be too insecure. But anyway, speaking to Vlad, all right, Govan would also claim that the tension between Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti played a big role in Yo Gotti's later beef with Young Dolph too.
Well, at one point, Young Dolph and Yo Gotti started getting into it. Do you know the reason why the friction actually started? Because you hear like 20 different stories.
Well, from what I understand, I know Gotti tried to sign him years ago, and for whatever reason, Dolph decided not to. I think Dolph was close friends with Gucci Mane at the time. Gucci and Gotti relationship kind of deteriorated over the years, and I think that this all played a factor, or whatever the case may be. Dolph decided not to sign, and giving his reasons for not wanting to sign the CMG. The story about it being about a girl or whatever the case may be.
I heard that also.
Yeah, that's absolutely not true.
So he's saying it's not about the girl. There was some backdoor dealings and stuff that was going on, and these hoes for everybody, as far as the rappers would say. I wouldn't say that, but that's what they be saying. All right, that's what they be saying. But basically, before officially signing to Gucci Mane's 1017, Pooh Shiesty actually revealed that both Yo Gotti and Young Dolph had tried to sign him too.
Now, with you being from Memphis, did Dolph or Gotti reach out since they both from the same area?
Yeah, for sure.
But you never wanted to sign with them, or they just never offered a deal, or it just wasn't the right situation?
Man, it just, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never wanted to sign to nobody. It's just my mentality. And in the city, it's like you gotta sign to either one of them. You gotta be paper out of CMG. But so before WAP came out, I'm still Chopper Gang, this is my label. So I wanted to be like, why you can't be signed to Chopper Gang, CMG, or paper route? Then WAP came, boom, perfect sense,
Gotcha.
Man, middle of the night, one day, he texted me on Instagram.
Did you believe it, or did you think it was a lie?
I couldn't believe this shit.
How old are you then? Because you're only 20 now, right?
Yeah, I'm 21 now. I was 20.
Okay. Oh, that's last year?
Yeah.
So he just sent you a DM?
Yeah, he texted me, he said, what's up, Holmes? I couldn't believe it. I grabbed my phone, get up. I pushed somebody up on me. I said, hold on, hell no, this shit ain't real. Text him back, I say, what's chopping? He text back. Right then and there, like he was on it. He wait on me to text back. He was like, I'm fucking with your music, Holmes. Who you doing this shit with? When I put my clothes on, shoot to Pop's house. Then my manager, I wake his ass. I said, wake up, bro, look. I showed him, he couldn't believe he get the sweat. Man, he said, right then and there, though, while I'm showing him, he text back. He said, this my number, FaceTime me. I FaceTime him right there. We was on FaceTime for like 6 hours.
Word.
It was already like 3 in the morning, though. He just sitting up, we just on FaceTime. But I'm gonna tell you what song you heard for sure. Mine.
So he's basically saying he was overjoyed to hear from Gucci Mane, okay? And he was ready to sign for him. He couldn't believe it, all right? And he felt like in the city of Memphis, it was basically CMG or paper route. You couldn't choose sides. And so signing with Gucci was a great way to avoid picking sides in that dynamic. But Pooh Shiesty also recently collaborated with Glorilla, and Yo Gotti posted it on his page. So basically, it's getting known, all right? And I can't play the audio, but they was in there flexing the Richard Mills. They was looking fire. But basically, they was letting it be known, all right, that this little collab, all right, this CMG link up, it's a real thing. Yo Gotti posting it, screaming, amen, say man, all right? This definitely was a sign that there was really some connections going on, okay? And people in the comment, people talking about people acting like Moneybag Yo wasn't on Gucci's compilation with Big 30 and Pooh, so there's connections, right? Gucci probably didn't stamp this, but he got to let his artists get the bag. He's just going to be silent. Well, maybe now it's a bit more complicated than that, okay? So look, this is all the information I could find out about the situation. I'll keep you guys informed if I hear anything else. If Quet hits me up, gives me some more information, I'll be sure to update you guys. But this situation is a little crazy. It's getting out of hand. I hope Gucci Mane's okay. I hope he wasn't robbed. Robbing someone for their wedding ring is absolute insanity. That is definitely... And as I made it clear in this video, right? We know what happened to the last folks that tried to rob Gucci Mane. So let's just all be careful out there. Let's push peace and positivity in the community. But we might be seeing Pooh Shiesty signed to CMG soon. That's about to be crazy. So look, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.